WIFTBPN.
Hey Chicago, it's Dawn Millhouse from the Book of Dawn. There's a lot of fake news about the COVID vaccine, just false information. So our station has joined the Protect Chicago team to help share the truth about the vaccine and dispel the rumors. I hear all the time, I've already had COVID. I don't need the vaccine. You're wrong. Get the facts by visiting the What's in It for the Black People Media page on Facebook and www.chicago.gov/COVIDVax. That's COVIDVAX. We're in this together, Chicago.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing Black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer?
What's up?
We're back in the studio. It's 2021.
I know. Happy New Year.
All of that good stuff.
Happy
What's happening,
2021
Cassie?
for people that are on the sidereal calendar.
Yeah. we made
Screws
it.
Gregorian calendar. Right,
you know.
we made it. We made it. We're here. We're back. We're good. Everybody's great.
Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I feel real good.
I know. I haven't seen my friend in so long.
I know. Where you been?
In the house.
Okay. I think that applies for everybody. Ryan, what's happening?
I'm chilling. How y'all feeling?
Hey, happy 2021.
Right. It's
you.
crazy that it's the 19th and we just now wishing each other
I know.
a new year.
I
Yeah.
know.
Last time I was in the studio, it was
New Year's Eve.
yeah, the 31st.
Yeah.
So yeah. Happy 2021. We got people out there that tuning in.
Yes.
What's in it for the Black People Media?
Yes.
Shout out.
Let's see where they checking in.
Yeah, they checking in. They're coming in. Come on in. Come on and
Yes,
check
come
in.
on in. Say hi to us. Say what's up. Happy New Year.
happening?
Wave. Where my
Yeah.
girl Tiger Lily?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure she right around the corner. She'll be coming in.
Y'all know
check in.
Tiger Lily gonna check in.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
no doubt.
You know, she's so awesome. I just love it. So, so we excited. We coming back. We got new guests.
New guests,
all
new
of that.
shows. We got some awesome stuff going on.
Yeah, I see you got your plant-based African sweatshirt on. I see you.
Yeah.
You coming in,
see
you
that?
know,
Cold
January
in
and
the
February
new-
being cold as much.
It's cold. It's cold.
You ready?
But we are shipping out. There's some things that have already gone out, so it's going to be pleasant surprises for people coming in the mail. 'Cause they order it. We love it. We love it. Yeah.
And order some more.
PBA hoodie. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yes, I love it. I'm excited. What we got going on today? Who we got today?
Well, but before we get to who we got,
Yeah.
because we got a sister coming up. She's an energy
moving too
healer.
fast.
She's a Reiki master.
Hey.
So
like Jesus?
Well, we'll see. We're gonna ask the question today, so we want everybody to tune on in. You know, we asked the question: was Jesus a Reiki master? Was he an energy healer?
I love it. That's dope. I mean, I think so. Shoot, you raising people from the dead.
But we're gonna. I mean, that's the best type of energy. We need some of that to drop in the COVID world, right?
That's what, man, listen, that's what the green side is all about. It's about living.
Absolutely.
We're here to live. We're here to live
look at
our
that.
best life.
Look at our outline. Isn't that nice?
Yes,
Yeah,
beautiful.
the green
It's
side
green.
of things. Yeah, I love it. That's all right.
Yes.
Well, what's been happening in the world? Like, it's been insurrection in D.C.
Listen, and let me tell y'all, right?
That's crazy.
We've been like watching it with popcorn and everything. I've been seeing some of our people like, oh my God, what if those were black people?
You know what I was saying?
What?
They stole my idea.
They stole your idea.
Listen, you keep your ass over here, okay? Don't nobody got time.
You stay right here.
The
Do
snipers
not go
will be
to
ready
the
for your
Capitol.
ass. Listen, and I was telling people like, I get it, and this is obviously unfair. Breaking news: the government is unfair to black people. Like, that's not anything new.
It's
But
not new.
What I will say though,
It's not new. None of it's new.
watch it with your popcorn. We can kiki and laugh and let them white folks fight amongst themselves.
None of that. None of that is new.
And none of that is what's in it. For
And
the
I
black
had some people call me. They were like, "Oh my God, I'm so terrified. Like I see all these people. They're like climbing the Capitol
They're
walls."
not-
I
they're
was
not
like,
climbing
this
your
is,
walls.
This is right, and it's par for the course.
What are you going to
do this?
And what are they going to get from your house?
Have you ever studied American
Some sweet
history?
potato pie?
Right.
What do they want from you? Nothing. You have nothing that they want. You can sit home
Stay out
safely.
of it, G. Stay out of it.
Mind your business.
Right. Not your fight.
It's not your fight.
It's not your fight.
We on fought and died enough.
Yes. Stay out of this one here.
Watch it.
Yes. Yeah. Get yourself some snacks.
Because they're here for it. They're here for us to watch them too. Did you see that fool with the Grand Poobah hat on and the horns?
And carrying the podium out.
Listen, what are you gonna do with this side? Where are you putting it?
Feet up on that. And taking selfies. But now the federal officers are picking everybody up around the nation.
Yeah, listen.
Come on out.
Come
Come on out.
Let them.
Can they
mind
do
your
that
business.
though? Like y'all ain't do it when they was doing it. Don't try to go grab them now.
No. Go grab them. Go grab them. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mind your business.
You time out, right? Hey, let them do what they got to do. It might take some pressure off the hood. They always trying to round us up. Yeah, let them go round everybody up.
Bye.
All of them.
Bye to all those
Did you see the pictures? They was crying in the airport.
and Toms.
Right. Man, please. Go
I
get
don't
them
have
all.
time.
Go
I
get
ain't
them
got
all.
time. Yeah, mind our business. Stay
I'm
Stay
good.
ready. 51% of white Americans live with somebody with a gun in the home. 38% of them have their own gun.
Wow.
Do you want to know the other number?
What's the other number? What's the other number?
30-something% of non-white Americans, not even broken down, not broken down into black, Hispanic, Asian, indigenous, not broken down.
Right.
38% of everybody else lives in a home with somebody with a gun, and only like 20-something actually own a gun. So when you break that down to every individual ethnic, we don't have no motherfucking guns.
Not
Let
in
them
those
white
numbers.
people fight on their own.
Well, and you know what? To be fair, I had a
Let's
couple
be
of...
real.
That's true. I had a couple of...
And they're trained
real well.
real well.
Real well.
By the age of 9.
That's what they do.
We be out here trying to no, hit all the wrong things.
They don't even do that. They be crawling in deer urine up under bushes at 6
Listen.
looking for you.
Dun, dun.
You see anything black out there, son? Look. And I had some fair-skinned friends call me, and I went straight into counseling mode, Ryan. I told him, I said, look.
Fair skin, you talking about me?
No. They fairer than you. You know what?
Okay.
I'm trying to be polite.
Okay.
Real fair.
Real
skin.
fair.
Okay.
Like no melanin fair.
Like unfair.
And here right, unfair.
That is amazing.
Hey, Ryan. So they called, they were like, it's a lot going on. I said, look, breakdowns create breakthroughs. Just relax. Just relax. Relax. It's all good. Don't get all up in arms. I just went in straight into coach mode.
Listen,
Yeah, this is good.
mind your business. Just like you living in Chicago, right? You know, they say Chicago is the most violent city, and actually it's not. It's not even in the top 10.
It's not right. I was going to say that's not true.
But for everybody that's out there, we all live in Chicago. Ain't none of us worried about getting shot every single day, right? Now, if you in it, if you want to go hang with the guys and be outside at 9 o'clock at night for no reason on the corner where it's hot, you might get your ass shot. But
Yeah, on the hot
if
corner.
you
for
go
real.
and mind your business, for the most part,
You're all right.
you're gonna be fine.
Mind your business. This is just a public service announcement from the green side of things. Mind your business. Shout out to Tennille. I know she didn't get a chance
Mind
to do
your
her
black
show.
business.
Mind your
And
own
that's
business.
mind your black business.
Right. This is the time to watch the BET Awards.
If that ain't making you no
the
money,
reruns of Blackish. Do not buy you a ticket. I gotta go to the Capitol.
please don't.
I voted. Stay at home.
Let them fight.
Right.
They love it too. They want to fight.
Absolutely, no doubt. So, stay out of that.
We acting crazy this morning, boy.
So-
Happy New Year. Happy 2021.
So they rolled the vaccine out. How you feel about that? They rolled out the healthcare workers, doctors, nurses. I think government officials getting it. It hasn't rolled out to the
Right.
masses.
Right.
As a matter of fact, they've been doing a couple stories that say that they actually haven't even put all of the vaccines that they have into play yet. They've been kind of storing them, and then you have to have 2 doses of it, right? It's not a.
Oh yeah.
It's an A and a B. It's
Yeah.
it's a 1 and it's a 2-step,
Yeah.
2-parter, right?
That sucks.
And I've been wondering about because if you go get it, like they're clearing some warehouse, you got to make an appointment. Do they tell you when to come back to get the second,
The second one? I would imagine.
Like, you get an email or like,
And then,
ping,
come back.
time for shot 2,
Dang.
and then you got to get back in line. So just
Ugh.
wondering how all of that works. But
I wonder if you can catch it in between them 2 shots.
You know
yes,
what?
they had an article.
Damn.
Yes, you can.
That's a good question.
Yes, you can because the antibodies haven't
haven't taken hold.
haven't had a chance to really build, which is why you got to have 2, right? According to their this is what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So the opportunity to actually get it in between shots is there.
Damn.
Yeah.
So there should be like a bubble holding in between both shots.
Yeah, but I don't even.
You go to your bubble, wait 24 hours, and
but
then come back and get
you're
the
supposed
second
to be
one.
good though.
Yeah.
After you get it. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about in between because he asked the question, like in between those 2 shots, like because I'm wondering, like, how long is that waiting period between the 2 shots?
between the 2 shots, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe a couple of weeks. But my question is, what is the
Couple weeks.
waiting time between
What's the purpose? Go ahead.
the masses being it? Because they got everybody, geared up, and then they said that it might be like June.
Yeah.
So what do you do in the meantime, if you want one?
join the plant-based African
Get you some
jump
the
vegan jump off.
Well, the next one we probably gonna do is Meatless March. So we're having a great time in the jump off.
Yes.
So shout out some of them out there in the audience. I know Shaka's out there watching.
Ryan, you gonna join the jump off? Ryan,
like nope.
I love chicken, y'all.
It's a month. It's just 1 month.
Okay, can I substitute it? Like, can I go to the grocery store and get the
vegan chicken?
The vegan chicken. And
Absolutely.
All right, cool. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
See,
I mean,
look at
on
that.
a lazy day, I went and got me an Impossible Whopper. They burnt it. I was mad at them, but it's I've had it before and it was
You
good.
can't have the mayo and the cheese, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
But I just
No
did my own.
cheese either.
No, brother, that comes from a cow.
But
They
to
have
your
vegan
point,
cheeses.
they do have vegan cheeses. But to
Yeah.
your point, when
Yeah,
we did our
yeah.
the goal is what?
To start where you are. Don't make
Well,
this
no, you
complicated.
said
Just to
specific-
eliminate animal
Meats.
products.
You said meat specifically in the call.
Yeah, well, cheese is included.
Let me start. Let me start slow.
No
Let me
animals.
start
That's what I
slow.
said. I took it on. No
Okay.
animals for 30 days.
Okay.
Liquid animals. It doesn't matter. No animal.
What
Milk
is a
is
liquid?
liquid.
Oh,
Milk is liquid.
I'm like, what is a liquid animal?
No.
I'm like, honey.
Yeah, no. Milk. No scrambled animals. No nothing. People like to get technical. So, no, it's a great way to boost your immune system, though. Like, I'm on 10.
Definitely is.
I'm
it
on 10.
It definitely is. I am too.
Yeah, so I wash my hands. I do sanitizer, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
We're socially distant now.
Absolutely.
I'm used to being,
Yeah.
we've got, all kind of
All the
great
protocols in place.
But I'm walking through like,
But up here, like,
yeah,
Superwoman. I'm like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was strong as hell. I'm trying to think though, but I think I'd rather be. What's her name?
I don't know. I'm not a great comic book.
You don't do Marvel
person.
or nothing.
I do, but I don't like. Yeah, but I don't remember like the name. No, that's DC.
What's the one? The chick that's like extra Captain Marvel.
Cat. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
like her.
You like
Jay.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah,
Okay.
she cold.
That's what's up.
She might be as strong as Superman.
So get your immune system together out there.
He
you
just
guys.
rolled right over that. He didn't care what I was talking about.
Get
with
your
that.
immune system
Right.
together. I don't know much
Boost your
about
immune
Marvel.
system.
Boost your immune system.
So
It's
that but
crazy
in
out
between
there.
shots,
Yeah.
you can still be on high defense from COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. And the verdict is still down. There are people that are still not taking. You got people that are, and you got people that aren't.
taking
and you got
it?
people that are mad at them. I don't know if I want to disclose that
I got you.
because I don't want people
You
inboxing
taking it,
me
Ryan?
like, "Are you taking the shot?"
I'm gonna stick with brother Sadeek's answer. I don't know if I should disclose. All
Yeah,
that.
it's too much because people will be like flooding your inbox, like you're endangering us all. And then if you do take it, they're like, "Why would you do that?" They're downloading microcomputers into your body. So, yeah, I'm treating it like voting. I don't know which party I'm voting for. And you know that's the
Anonymous,
truth. And I get all of the
mind your black business.
I get all of the inboxes too. Sadeek, no. It'd be just like that. Don't do it.
Who sits in this chair before?
Mace Jackson.
It's like I actually love perfect posture,
Uh-huh.
but it's like hitting the back of my head.
That's cool, G. That just compensates for the time when you don't
G,
have
y'all got
perfect
me.
posture.
I'm crying this morning. What's up, Crystal? What's up, Shaka? I love y'all. I need to see some more in the comments. Welcome us back. Get us warmed up. Get us some energy.
Yeah, guys. So we got a great show. So speaking of health, I just want to bring this out. Shout out because I really appreciate Dr. Dre. But he had a
Yeah, he had
brain
an aneurysm, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
shout
many
out,
blessings
much
to
love
him.
out there to him. Yeah.
Great healing. I heard that he's doing better.
Yeah, he's already
Yeah.
back in the studio. That man
Yeah.
does not stop working.
So he
The
like
next
Quincy
episode,
Jones,
right?
So he like Quincy Jones, huh? Quincy Jones had like 3 aneurysms.
Just moved the studio into the hospital because he ain't gonna stop.
He's not gonna stop. And I mean, I hope he does. Quincy Jones got to be Superman. Did y'all watch his documentary on Netflix about his life?
Hey, quick question: who's older, Quincy or Billy D? Because they both.
Quincy.
You sure?
Yeah, Quincy Jones.
Hey, somebody Google
Quincy
it
Jones, I
and
think
put
is
it
like,
in the chat.
like probably
Who's
like
older,
80 now.
Quincy Jones or Billy D.
I'm
Williams?
about to look. I'm about to look it up now.
You're gonna look it up? Because every time I see them, I'm like, man, they look great for 90. Like both of them. Like they doing real good. Ron, is that what you looking up?
90. I had
But Billy D is 83, so let me see how.
83. That's crazy. I think Billy D has Quincy.
Let me no. I think
83?
Quincy's 87.
Wow. They 4 years apart, so they in the same. Wow, 87 and 83. That's
But
crazy.
what made you think of that? Like, what made I was talking about Quincy Jones?
Uh-huh.
Why did Billy D. Williams pop into your head? Because he's
Because
an icon like
Because
Quincy.
they both pop into my head like because of Coke 45. I'm gonna be honest. I thought of the Coke 45 commercial and it just popped into my head. Ryan, you don't even remember the Coke 45
That's
commercial, do
before
you?
I know about the commercial though. I didn't get to see it.
It's like pop culture history. Like you didn't see it in real time, but it's one of those
Exactly.
things that
Cassie,
we know.
do you remember it?
It's like remembering the Temptations. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Do
all
you,
know.
Do you
they
remember
are.
the Coke 45 commercial?
I do.
With Billy D?
Yeah, I was little.
Oh, okay.
I was probably like
Yeah, I was
3.
little too. I mean,
No, you weren't.
stop.
Watch y'all always do that.
I know. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. Like, this is what I come to
He out
every
here
week.
lying.
Every week.
He out
I
here
was
lying to
little.
the people.
If you was 3, I was like 6.
Not at all.
I'm not doing this.
You was
I'm not doing
12
this.
and
We
a
went to the
half.
same grammar school.
That's not at the same
A generation
time.
apart.
I went to Whitney Young like Michelle Obama.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go with the Whitney Young stuff. Whitney, hey, if you're a Dolphin, chime in. There she is.
Yeah, where the
There's
Dolphins
Tiger.
at? Hey, Tiger Lily.
Yeah, I need some Todd Stroger back up, like, Ignatius.
Oh, Priscilla, she's a first time listener. She
Oh,
said she's enjoying the
wow.
show. Thank you, Priscilla. That's what's up.
Priscilla, are you in the she's in the January jump off.
Priscilla, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing 30 days.
Priscilla, did
with
you do
us.
your workout? I did the workouts now. I need you to do the workout. See, I do workouts. See, join the jump offs because I do workouts in there too.
Cassie be on them complicated moves though. I can't do it. Ryan, you gotta, and Cassie be all like this. John Travolta, I can't do none of that.
It don't be that complicated.
Yes, she does, and it be the
It's a
African
repeat.
style
It
dancing.
will repeat.
So she gotta,
I listen. I'm in.
I can't do none of that.
I sign up for KieraLachey.com. I need to give me an affiliate account so that y'all can be signed up for that and I get some money. But anywho, I do Kiera Lachey and she get it. She be working. Okay, she do it's like hip hop and stuff, but it's simplified versions of the moves and they're repeated. You can catch it. You can catch it. Ryan.
I don't like looking like a fool.
But you in your house by yourself.
Yeah. So
Who's gonna
yeah.
see
I don't
you?
even like feel it like I look like a fool. I
Like
feel it.
Cassie makes it look real easy, but it's
Kill
not.
your
I
ego.
tried. I tried.
I'll bring it. My
I
fiance.
failed in
I'll
the
bring
living
my
room.
fiance on here, and we're gonna do some ego killers. That's what we're gonna do. 'Cause
I
that's
fell
all
in the
that
living
is.
room.
You fail.
Yeah, but I mean,
Who laughed?
you look great doing it. That's when I typed in the comments. I was like, "Oh, that's a complicated move." She was like, "It is." I fell in the living room. I'm all the way down on the side. But I love it though.
I can't.
Your health is your wealth.
It definitely is your wealth.
So
man.
what's going on with the Black Mall? Talk to us. What's
Oh
happening?
man, we got a brand new website.
I love it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. You can, list your business for free. You can. We got a new marketplace. Y'all know about that, and we are getting ready for Black History Month. So we're gonna be doing featuring. We're actually going to for Black History Month feature all of our TBM Awards winners.
Wow.
So, we had, the best Black in 10 different categories. So the business owners, and there was like lots of nominations that people put out there, and then we narrowed it down to 4, and then everybody voted on those 4 in each category. And so I want to highlight them and tell their stories more. So we had Black Best Restaurant, Black Best Financial Company, Best Health and Wellness, Best Entertainment.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Yeah. Wasn't it for the Black People? Media was a nominee, was in the top 4 nominations. So that was really, really dope.
What about the health category?
That Plant-Based African was one of the top 4 nominees. And well, absolutely.
Take care of people.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And with them being both brand new, y'all came out with a bang, because we are going up against, businesses that have been in 10 plus years. Right. So we're going to be really highlighting them throughout the month of February. And then I've been coming up with these things called like Cassie's favorite things. So it's like Oprah's favorite things, but Cassie's. Yes, because
like Oprah, but Cassie's.
Yeah, because Oprah does.
They got the Big
every
Mac.
year.
We got the Big Mick. They both have 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, and cheese. Their buns have sesame seeds. Ours don't.
They got arches. We got arcs.
They got the golden arches. We got the golden arc. Like Oprah, but Cassie's.
Yeah. So, this year, Oprah actually.
Are you gonna be handing out cars?
Because
I want one.
One day we
and
gonna
you get a car.
And
you get a car.
Give away
just make
one black-owned car.
Just make sure when you're giving them away, you keep us in mind.
I sure will. We'll put you in the pot.
Cassie's favorite things.
But
that.
Oprah, she highlighted for her favorite thing. She highlights like 100 businesses and products. And this year, because of everything that went on with civil unrest and Black Lives Matter, she highlighted 70 out of those 100 were black owned.
Wow.
And I thought that was really dope. But then I also thought, well, Cassie, you've been doing this shit for a long time. I like black owned businesses. Now Oprah make it all special. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's
Oprah.
Right.
But so now, out of all of the businesses that we highlight constantly, then I want to start just telling people about my favorite ones and really showcasing them in the most prime and beautiful way. So I've been doing that.
You got to be careful. You need to go ahead and get your stuff, get it trademarked, because they sitting at the table right now and they Oprah's what's this Black Mall thing? We finna do Oprah's Black Mall, like Cassie, but Oprah's. Hey y'all, look, we gonna go to this
consultant, Oprah.
Listen. Oprah's blackmall.com.
I'd be like, listen, just bring me on, Oprah. I'm cool. My ego is in check.
So look, before we go to break, we've got this tremendous sister coming on. She's from Chicago. Mm-hmm. Her name is Courtney Smith, and she is a Reiki master.
Ayy.
She's an energy healer.
Did she heal your energy?
No, but she's on record though. We're gonna let her talk about her story and what she has done. She helped to heal herself.
That's what's up. With Reiki? You can heal yourself through Reiki?
I think so.
That's pretty dope.
Talk about it. I mean, it's energy. Why not be able to use the energy? It flows through you. You become the channel, right? And so I got a question for her because I want to know, because this is an ancient healing. These are ancient healing techniques.
It is. Are there Reiki dances? Maybe I can do that inside the January.
Yeah, maybe you can. Maybe we can ask her. So I tell you what, we're going to go to break. Mm-hmm. We want you guys, look, while we're at break, we want you to comment, and share the broadcast. Now. Like, comment, and share. If you're in the January jump off, please like, comment, share. You're out there on Wiftable Media Land. Like, comment, share. You're on YouTube. Like, comment and share the broadcast.
Sharing is caring.
Absolutely. And we love is happy to be back. It's 2021. You're on the green side of things with Sadeek
and Cassiopeia.
We'll see you after this break.
WIFTBPM. Hey Chicago, you know we've all been impacted by COVID, especially in our communities. Help protect Chicago. We need everyone to stay safe and get the facts about the COVID-19 vaccine. Visit the What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page and www.chicago.gov/COVIDVax for the facts.
Are you curious to explore the intellectual currents that channel our thoughts and frame our reality? Have you ever meditated for relaxation and accidentally discovered the universe in the process? These matters and many more you may never have even thought of will be yours to explore as you come with me into Muwak Hill's world. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. Apply not to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's 'cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my... I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Easy to love. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
Welcome back on the green side of things. Brother Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
Hey, Ryan, I'm not used to, it's just Sadeek. I know it sounds good out there, Brother Sadeek. Because people,
Brother
when they see
Sadeek
me on the
sounds
street.
good.
You like Brother Sadeek?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. You know what it feels like to me? It feel like Pops. Like I was at the Whole Foods store the other day, and I was like, hey, bro, how you doing? He was like, what's up, Pops? I was like, Pops? Why you laughing?
It's just the gray.
Okay, it's just the gray.
It's just the gray.
All right, I feel that.
But you've been gray since you was 16, right?
Anyway, let's go on to our next guest. Courtney, don't pay any attention to any of this if you can hear it, okay? Please don't.
She cracking up.
So I'm excited. So listen, I have to say this, you guys. I'm excited to have Courtney with us because I am personally a fan of natural diets. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of natural healing, and I think that this is a subject that is taboo in the Black community.
Yes. Okay.
You know? And I think it's also where we get this idea of laying hands on people, Jesus walking through the community,
anointing,
healing people, anointing. Yes, but it is a very real topic. It is a very real energy, and we have brothers and sisters out there practicing this, and I think it's something that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Let's do it.
Courtney is an award-winning film producer. She's a Reiki master, and she says that she has discovered the recipe for life. So she's super educated, undergrad, grad school, and she's actually produced an award-winning documentary.
Nice.
Called Beauty Does Lie, The Untold Stories of Autoimmune Disease. So we want to welcome to the green side of things, Miss Courtney Smith.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. I was very intentional about what I ate before this interview, so I'm doing great.
Well, what did you eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, since you were
Okay,
intentional about it.
so total transparency. Earlier this morning, I did have some hash browns from Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
My mom was like, I'm running around. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. Do you want something? I was like, okay, just bring me some hash browns. But then my normal breakfast, I had a sweet potato, like chia seed bowl. So it's sweet potato with banana, raspberry, and blueberries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a baked sweet potato.
Okay. I dig that. I love sweet potato, by the way.
Yeah, that sounds kind of interesting.
You got to drop us that recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because it's anti-inflammatory. So I try to stay away from inflammatory foods. Especially since I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. I'm just very mindful of the foods that cause inflammation.
That's what's up. That's really great.
Love it. So Courtney, talk to us. I want to jump into this conversation. I want to, on the green side of things, we take our time and we walk through things because the information is valuable and the what's in it for the Black people media audience is like super savvy and really pay attention. So we want to, we really want to dive in. But can you talk to us a little bit about, first of all, I want to get to Reiki, but what is energy healing? Because Reiki is very specific. We want to notch it down. But what is energy healing? And I got some more questions to go after that. But can you start there?
Okay. So energy healing, it can be as simple as someone praying. Or when people get like the prayer circle together.
Yeah.
They are, and I don't want to, sometimes when you use the word conjuring, it's like, ooh, are we, pulling on a spirit? But no, they are intentionally getting together for a purpose to use this energy to shift something, whether it be, you're praying for sister so-and-so who's going through this health issue, or, brother so-and-so is trying to get that promotion. Let's all pray on that. They are using energy to essentially shift a situation. If I go for a job interview and I want to get a job and you're praying for me, you're praying that there's a shift in my life so that I'm able to get this job.
Yeah.
Or that the job, it comes to me.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay, so I love that. Now, I want to dive into, because I have to admit, I was like super grown when I first heard the word Reiki.
Me too.
Like, so I didn't grow up with it. My aunt was not a Reiki healer. Didn't go to there's no class on it. So when I first heard about it, like, I'm super grown trying to figure out, this whole, spirituality thing, and I run into Reiki. So can you tell us a little bit about what is Reiki?
Okay. So Reiki is an ancient Japanese form of energy healing. And it is similar to the laying of the hands in the church, where I am laying my hands over very specific parts of the body, which are called chakra points. And when I am at those points, I'm sending Reiki energy, which consists of 5 different symbols that all hold different types of energy. Like, just to give you an example, when I start out a session, I'm using one symbol. The energy in that symbol is designed as an anesthetic. And its design is that to protect the client from, let's just say there's unprocessed trauma that comes up, but it's so incredibly difficult. Like, for them to even process that it has come up, it would just create just so much turmoil within their body. There's actually a symbol that helps lessen that or protects them from really processing the trauma, but then still allowing the body to heal from that trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned it that, it's a Japanese, healing form. As Black people, we always trying to find out, okay, did this come from Africa in any place? Is there anything similar?
I honestly don't believe, I mean, I haven't done enough of the research, but touching someone to heal them is not something new.
Right. Right.
You know, I'm not a parent, but I know I've watched enough children and I've held enough children to know there is something very
Man.
comforting in my touch when they are going through something.
Yeah.
Whether it be emotional or they scraped their knee or, you know, they got into it with someone, just that touch, that loving touch, they feel that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if on every single continent there is some form of energy healing going on, taking place. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, my
Yeah, no
daughter,
doubt.
I got a Taurus baby.
I'm a Taurus, so
And that,
Oh,
you know,
boy.
that physical touch, that comfort is really
Yes.
a big deal for them. I mean, my daughter,
Yeah.
she wants to be close to me all the time. She always says, she a year and a half, sit down, mommy. Sit down, mommy, right here. Come close to me, and then she's gonna come and sit on my lap, and then we watch or color or whatever we're gonna do.
So no, I love that conversation. So yeah, I'm sure all over the world, right? And I think in modern times, it based on what method you study, there's this piece that picks up in Japan, and a couple of schools. I think it travels from there to Hawaii to California, comes to the States, and then you have different schools of it. But I want to back up just a little bit, and you mentioned chakra points. First of all, for those of us that may be listening again and may not be familiar with this, what are the chakras?
The chakras are they're these energetic wheels that are always spinning in the body. And the premise is that when a chakra is blocked, then that can lead to illness. So essentially, diseases and illnesses first form as that energetic blockage. And it can be stress that causes it to stop spinning correctly. Sometimes chakras spin, they'll slow down or they'll start spinning in the wrong direction. But again, the premise is that when that happens, and I'm going to have to explain this, I already know, but your frequency is lowered. And when your frequency is lowered, you are more susceptible for illnesses and just negativity to just come your way.
Man, listen.
So go ahead right into it. What does it mean?
Can
Come on now.
Go through the different chakras?
Yeah, talk
and
to us
what
about
do they
that.
block?
Right.
Because I know people that got their whole chakra probably system is just everything is blocked up.
Oh yeah, I mean you can feel it. Like with me, I'm very sensitive to energy. I just am. So in the first thing will happen, like my right eye will start moving crazy.
I had an uncle that used to do that, but I don't think it was his energy. But go ahead.
I mean, someone can like walk in the room, and if their energy is not right, my body immediately responds to it. It just kind of is what it is. But the body has seven main chakra points. The first one is your crown chakra, and that's 2 inches above your head. That's where your spirituality is stored. And then your 6th chakra point, which is your third eye, this is your intuition. Your 5th chakra point is your throat chakra. This is where all communication takes place.
My baby's throat chakra is wide open.
Yes,
man, is it?
Our throat chakras are wide open. The 4th chakra point is your heart chakra. And a lot of people think that the heart represents the love that they give out, but it really represents the love that you give yourself. Because you can't give out unconditional love if you aren't first giving it to yourself.
Come on.
The 3rd chakra point is your solar plexus. That's your intestines. And that is actually, a lot of people think that we make decisions from our mind, but we actually make them in our gut, which is why they call that gut instinct. And which is also why a lot of disease form in the gut first because there's a lot of stress in this area, like a lot of stress. Just because the decision making takes place there. The second chakra point is where the reproductive organs are. That's your sacral chakra. That's where you hold your creativity and your sexuality. And then your root chakra, which is where your tailbone is, that is where you feel grounded. So that's your foundation. That's how secure you feel in every single area of your life, whether it be financial, in relationships, even like I've felt energy from people who were like going through a move. So just moving from, the place that was your home to a new home can create an imbalance.
So you talked about, right, being a person that just can feel someone's energy when they come into the room. And I think, a lot of us, experience that. And I know a lot of us are then triggered just by somebody's energy, right? Mm-hmm. And then that can just completely shift, the temperature for everybody that might be in there, and it could go in the wrong direction and become a negative thing. It's something that we see if you're a person that watches stuff like The Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Their chakras is just like ping, 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 all off. Is there a way that we could potentially kind of protect ourselves from other people's energy through Reiki healing or any other type of practice?
Well, with my clients, what I try to get them to understand is that when you start to shift the energy inside of you, you can shift the energy around you. So the person will still come in with their energy, but you want it to just bounce off of you and go right back at them. So it forces them to kind of check themselves like, wait a minute. I mean, because I was on prednisone for 13 years for the autoimmune disease I was diagnosed with. And when I came off of it, my right eye, it became really weak. So I haven't driven a car consistently. It'll be 7 years in May. Okay. And during that time, I've taken CCA. And people have been like, Court, and I mean, I used to own a luxury car. So this was not like I grew up taking CCA in high school, but once I went away to college and, came back with a car, it was like, CCA, what's that?
Right, right.
So then to have to get back on it, and then not only get back on it, but get back on it and I was volunteering Reiki in Inglewood on 64th and Hoyne. And like, or was it 64th and Honorary? I think it was 64th and Honorary. I would take the bus. And people would be like, Courtney, how the hell are you doing that? And there are 3 bus lines where the energy is off the chain. The 47th Street bus, the 63rd Street bus, and the 79th Street bus.
Oh, yes, honey. Sure. I'm right off of 79.
The 79.
That 79th Street bus ain't no joke.
Right,
Ron. Yeah, Ron's like, I was just on it today. Oh, no, that's right. You got a new car, so... Yeah, I don't need that energy right now. Right, yeah. Neither do the people on the bus.
Yeah, I would have to be mindful of just shifting my energy, especially when the people who got on who were like, just, you knew they were bringing the foolery. I would be like, don't sit next to me. Like, I would just sit in that energy out. Like, you better stay the hell away from me. And it was guaranteed every time somebody crazy, they never came.
Oh,
they
really?
never came.
Okay.
Because I'm shifting my energy. I'm telling them without having to open my mouth, like, don't bring that shit over here. So, and they wouldn't. They would look at that seat and be like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here.
Got it.
So it's just a matter of shifting your energy so that people know, don't bring that over here.
Mm-hmm. I know sometimes, though, when there's a certain, what kind of words are you using? Because I know, like, if in the attempt to try to block an energy, if it's said even in the mental in an aggressive manner, you'll kind of still attract it because, right, like energies attract each other. So, like, What is the actual process? I mean, I don't know. Did you really say, like, don't bring that shit over here in your mind? Or, like, what would
No, I say it in my mind, but it's not a like energy because they're coming with the foolery. I'm coming with the That foolery
It's
is not
not
going
here.
on.
It doesn't live
I
here.
remember one time I was on the L on the red line, and I mean the man seemed nice enough. He really didn't open his mouth, but he had on this cologne that reeked, and I was like, "Sir,
was
I don't know if you're
Jakar.
trying to." Oh my God, it wasn't even Old Spice. I don't know what the hell. It just got
was
stuck
Jakar.
in my throat. It was. And I remember in my mind, I said, "Please get the hell away from me. Just go to another seat." And he did. Like 10 seconds later, he got up and moved someplace else.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I just didn't feel like moving. I was sitting in that seat. I was comfortable. I just didn't want to be around him.
We got Frolana Latham is saying that's deep. I'm hoping to focus on my energy in 2021.
Yeah,
you gotta do it. So
oh yeah.
So Courtney, do us a favor. You know, we've talked about what Reiki is, energy healing. We've talked about the chakras, frequency levels. Tell us a little bit. We've got a little time before we have to break at the top of the hour. Tell us a little bit about your personal story. Like, how did this come to pass for you? You talk about autoimmune disease. You became a Reiki master. How does all of that happen in your life?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying to sum it up as fast as I can because it's a journey. Like, it is my journey. So I was diagnosed with the autoimmune disease myasthenia gravis when I was 22. So it was the year after I had graduated. I'm diagnosed, and at that time, the second neurologist I was seeing was really pushing me to have this surgery that he said, "Oh, you'll go into remission." So I'm like, "Cool, remission, that's great," because I just really want to get my life back. I have the surgery and it doesn't go into remission, but I had the surgery on September 11th, 2001. So the surgery was designed, my thymus gland was removed, and then, they were hoping it would go into remission. When in order to get to your thymus gland is behind your sternum. So my chest was cracked open during September 11th, 2001.
Oh my God.
So I went into surgery thinking it was one plane that hit one tower and it was an accident. I come out and I realized the magnitude of what had happened. But when I came out, I kid you guys not, I knew nothing about energy work, nothing about healing, but I knew there was a heaviness to me that had absolutely nothing to do with the surgery. Right. I was like, this heaviness is not, and it would be years later when I was like, wow, that heaviness. And to this day, I still carry a little of that heaviness with me. I absorbed all of that energy. My heart chakra was open, and I mean completely open. My chest is open. So I'm dealing with the surgeons and all of the operating team, them talking about, whatever they were talking about. Then I'm dealing with just the energy of the hospital and the world at that moment. And it was just a lot. So then I come back home, and because I have this autoimmune disease, I'm like, okay, I want to work in the health industry and help people just realize that their health is important. I went back to grad school. I only did a year. I came back to Chicago, and I was like, okay, I still want to be involved in health. What does that look like? And just prayed. Got the vision to do the documentary. I do the documentary. But in doing the documentary, because I completely financed it, I literally bankrupted myself. I mean, it got picked up for distribution. It won an award, but I financed an entire production. And
wow.
I would never do it again, but it spoke to my vision, because when I did it, it was in my heart to do it. I had not planned for it to get picked up for distribution or win an award. So that was phenomenal. But I always say that documentary, I gave Black women a voice, but I felt like mine had been robbed. Because although, I had been living with an autoimmune disease, I had always been pretty much self-sufficient. So, I mean, I had a good job. I, was driving a luxury car, but I left my job to do the film. And I had never, at that point, I don't even think I had missed a bill ever in my life, like maybe once.
Wow.
So to have to file for bankruptcy, it was heartbreaking, especially because I had a year to pay on a luxury car. I had one more year to go.
Oh man.
wow.
Now I'm just like, oh yeah, it was a lot. And because of that stress, and because at that time I was vibrating at a very low frequency, my life it was like stress after stress after stress. So then my health is starting to be negatively impacted. And this time, it wasn't necessarily the autoimmune disease. All of the stress showed up in my uterus. So now I'm dealing with fibroids and just all kind of other stuff. And so in 2009, I had surgery to remove the fibroids. I'm thinking my life is going to be great, but my menstrual cycle never improved. So I'm looking at my doctor like, well, what's really going on? And it was 3 years after my surgery, I ended up being in this debilitating pain in my uterus. I mean, to the point where at its worst, I was getting morphine shots twice a month.
Oh my God.
Wow.
But that pain is what led me into Reiki. I had come in contact with a Reiki master who was like, I want you to take my class. Prior to that, I had only been on the client side of Reiki. And I did. It did help with the pain. It didn't take the pain completely away, but after a session, I could go a few weeks without pain. And I appreciated that because at that point, I was in pain almost every single day. But the Reiki master who made me take her class, I remember her saying, I see the healer in you. So I want you to take this course. And since then, I've just been on this Reiki path.
Wow. That's amazing.
So,
Yeah.
that's a very real, like I'm feeling the energy of the story, right? And I appreciate you being transparent and open and sharing that. So we're at the top of the hour. We're gonna go into a break. When we come out of the break, we want to talk about you taking that Reiki class, becoming a master, and then we want to know a little bit more about it, like what's a session and what types of things can you help other people with. So we want to come back. We want to talk about Reiki on the other side, and then I want to get an answer to the question I've been asking for the last 5 years. Was Jesus a Reiki master? So we're going to talk about that on the other side. Listen, we need you to like, share, comment, and come back with us. We're on the green side of things. You're with Sadeek and Cassiopeia, and we've got Sister Courtney Smith talking about energy healing through Reiki. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
What's up, good people?
Y'all go accept my request on the page so I can do the
Why would we do that?
survey.
Why would we do that?
I'm trying to do the survey.
Why would we let you in? Why would we let you on the? You talking about the Iswiz Book Club page? No, why would
We're going to let you in, Ron. You need to read. I'm with that. I'm definitely put you on.
Somebody please let Ron in the Iswiz. Is it? I thought it was a public page.
I don't know. I don't run it.
I don't know who run it. You got to talk to Shannon and Robin and
You said what? Y'all group private like it's some special or something.
First of all, it is something special.
ass.
Okay.
There's something special. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Then you gonna talk it again. Don't get no punishment again now.
Right. They already came in there like, look at her being nice to Ron today.
It wasn't gonna last.
You always mess.
I think Adrian came in like for now, like just for a little while.
Just for a little while.
Just for a little while. Just for a little while. Somebody let that man in the page. Somebody let that man in the page, Robin. Please let him in.
I said what I said. Herb 2 right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Tune in every Sunday. Don't miss it. Live from the West End for the Black People Media Studios. It is the Kickoff Kickback. Join the conversation with the brothers, Eugene McIntosh, Herb Howard, and myself, Terrence Tomlin.
We got analysis live from the stadium. The brother Joe Lewis will be following through. We got great guests coming in, players, personnel, people.
Say what? We do our thing every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, taking you right up to kickoff.
We picking the full slate of NFL games. We talking fantasy football. Gino got you covered on all the bets. It's a kickback.
Make sure y'all join the conversation. Smash that like button. Smash that share button. And continue to help us push the culture forward.
Don't miss it every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, live here from the West End for the Black People Media Studios.
Yeah. Ooh. I miss your kiss. Oh, your kiss is one of a kind. It feels so nice. Girl, you do it right. I miss. Ooh. Oh, girl, you don't go too fast. You take your time. Just how I miss. Hey. Oh, you kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating, girl. I miss. Oh, and ooh, it feels so good. I wanna come down. Girl, I'm missing that love. Come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Oh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Come on. When you're not around, girl, I'm weak. I swear I be hearing things. Oh, yeah. And if I cannot have you, girl, I'm fiending. Ooh, that's such a talent you bring. Yeah. Ooh, and day is too long. If I can hold you in my arms, if I can find a real good love. That kiss is a drug to me. Baby, your kiss is all I need. Come on. Ooh, it feels so good, baby. Oh, come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. I miss it already, girl. I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. I miss it already, babe. I'm missing.
Yeah, welcome back. We're grooving on the green side of things. You're in here with Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
What's happening, you all? And we are talking with Sister Courtney Smith about Reiki, about these chakras, about this energy, about this frequency, right? And she was sharing her story before the break.
Yeah.
And just talked about how she was literally just having breakdowns in certain areas and was dealing with health issues. And so she had been on the treatment side of Reiki. And then she was asked by a master to take the Reiki class and to actually work at becoming a practitioner. So talk to us, Courtney, about that process. What was that like?
I was very resistant. I remember the Reiki master approached me, and we were friends, so it wasn't, my response, I don't think offended her. And I think she was on such a mission to get me on this path. She really didn't care what I was saying. But I just remember her telling me, I want you to take my class. And I was like, well, I'm not interested. I was like, I'm not interested in doing Reiki on people. And she was like, well, I don't care about that. She was like, use it on yourself, but show up for my class. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
And yeah. And she was just really adamant. She was like, I see the healer in you. And I think I rolled my eyes. I was like, whatever. But I showed up. I showed up for the class. So that was Reiki 1. I showed up for that class. And then that same year, she offered Reiki 2. So I said, okay, I took the Reiki 2 training and still wasn't interested. What ended up happening is that I would use Reiki on like animals in my backyard, but it just wasn't. Because like one bird fell into the window, like
yes,
hit the
please,
window.
you got to tell us about the bird, about the animals.
Okay, so during my healing, was this before? Yes, this was during my healing journey. So I started my healing journey in May of 2014. I stopped everything to listen to my body tell me what it needed to heal. So I stopped working. I stopped going out. I stopped socializing. I was a hermit. The only thing I did come out for was I did Bikram yoga 6 to 7 times a week. So that was literally my job. And God bless my ex. He was the one paying for my yoga during this time. He paid for an entire year, and we weren't even together.
Bless his heart. And that's the really hot yoga, right? That's the one you do in like 100 degrees.
Yep. You're in a room that's 105 degrees with 40% humidity, I believe. And I loved it. It forced me. It was the first time in my life where
you had sweat that much.
Yeah, I had sweat that much. But
Patty.
It forces you. It's mind over matter, because if you start freaking out in that heat, it's gonna be bad. So you literally I had to calm my mind to ease through the poses so that I can make it through the class. But what ended up happening is that I was able to calm my mind to begin to heal. I didn't realize how stressed my body had been. Like I had moved and just lived in this constant state of stress and didn't realize it. I think I had normalized it to the point where I was just like, oh, this is normal. And it wasn't until I got on that mat and that tension from my shoulders that I had been carrying for years was gone. And when that was gone, I was like, oh, wait a minute. And from that, I just started. So that same summer is when, no, not that summer, the following summer, because I had taken Reiki at that point in 2015. This bird hit our window, and he shouldn't have hit it because it was something in the window where you could see, okay, I'm about to fly into a window.
Right.
But he hit the window, and I rush outside, and I could tell he's dying. And my immediate response was to do Reiki. And I remember doing Reiki on the bird and just having him have like this sense of calm, this sense of peace. And then he died. So then I was like, okay. And then there was another situation. This was a couple years later. I don't know how this squirrel got in our backyard. We have a tree where they live, but what happened to him? I don't even know how he got there. But basically, he could move his tail and his hind legs, but he couldn't move his neck, his little like top paws or whatever. And I was like, only thing I could think to do was do Reiki. But what was interesting, and people are going to think that I am nuts, but I promise this is what came up. That little squirrel did not want to die. And he was just very angry that he's in this position. It was cold, and he was just like, he did not want to die. And I know people are like, well, you should have killed it. I couldn't kill it. Like I just could not. So what I did was put a cover over him so that nothing would eat him in the morning and like overnight. And then in the morning, I put him in a garbage can. Because he ended up passing that night. But it was just it was a reminder that we are all living, feeling creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So that's what I did at first. That was like the extent of it. But then I might do it on my mother here and there, but that was it. But then in 2018, I had the opportunity to work at Haji Healing Salon.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that is when,
Sister Aya. He
Right,
goes,
79th Street.
okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
don't play me.
All right, you kind of gave the like,
Because I'm still
yeah,
thinking
I don't
about the
know what
squirrel.
you're talking about.
I was having a Bambi moment.
Oh, the doe eyes and everything.
Yeah, because I had full disclosure while you were telling the story. I was like, and you covered it, and then he lived the next morning, and you were like, I threw him away, and I was like, damn.
I wish. No, he had transitioned.
So I was still recovering. I was like, oh God.
He had to go.
I know.
You had to go through
That's
your
what
mourning
you saw.
period.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy. I really thought that's how the story was going to go. And I felt him in his paws, and then I covered him, and he walked away. And you were like, and I threw him out. And I was like, damn. Where is the healing?
Well, healing sometimes.
No, I know.
Just, sometimes it's just to get you ready for that transition.
No, I'm with it 100%.
Yes.
I was just explaining my lethargy.
No, but that's good though. I think that's good for
Yeah.
everybody to hear because I'm sure that was a lot of people's thoughts. Like, okay, right, and little Alvin survived.
Yeah, because I was there. And I saw him, and he looked, and I was like, "Oh yeah!"
Especially
and then
he was like, "I'm not gonna die."
Yeah, he wasn't gonna
fighting.
go, and then he went. And so I
But
was
she
like,
relaxed though.
"Yeah, okay, all right." So enough.
Preparing for the transition. That's amazing though too.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm
And
back.
for everlasting life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he might come back as something else. We just don't know. Yeah.
I'm with it. Okay, so we got this, and you start now. How do you move from mom occasionally, a couple of animals?
Mm-hmm.
How do we move to? What's funny?
A couple of animals.
No, the question is, how do you decide to move forward and begin to share this with other people? Because you were reluctant, you were hesitant in the beginning. How do we do that?
Well, what happened at the time, I was temping for an attorney, and it was just he and I. Like, we were a 2-person team. It wasn't like there were outside people really helping him. So I'm helping him just thrive. This man has 2 homes. He has his summer home and his, regular home. And I'm sitting here barely making ends meet. Okay? Barely making ends meet. So, and I remember I just said a prayer. I was like, okay, dear God, just let me walk in my purpose because this ain't it. And I stayed still after that. And probably about like 2 months later, someone that I know she's a Reiki master, and she was working at Haji. Haji needed an extra person for this conference. They were looking for an additional Reiki practitioner. And she hit me up. She's like, if you're interested, I didn't know Aya at the time. She was like, I'll have Aya contact you. And for as frightened as I was to take the job, I knew I had to get the hell up out of there. So I did it. And I was like, ooh, maybe this is me walking in my purpose. I was like, let me just do it.
Yeah.
And Aya took me on after that. She kind of tested to see how I did at the conference and then brought me in as a Reiki practitioner at Haji.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And Aya's such a dope sister. That's a really great facility too.
You okay, G?
What's the problem?
No, never mind.
Your throat chakra is all the way open.
I see. That's that good energy. I'm just checking on you. You dropped your pen. That's cool.
I was getting my pen.
You were getting your pen. Okay, I got it.
Taking notes.
Okay. So
because the sister's profound.
No, she is very profound. So Courtney. Okay, so now you're at the Haji Healing Salon, right? And so you're working with tell us a little bit about what a Reiki treatment. I don't know anything about Reiki. Matter of fact, I just tuned into the green side of things, and I'm in the Baptist church or anything. And I'm just saying, it sounds like y'all talking spooky stuff. What are the practical applications of Reiki? What does someone come see you with for? How do you handle it? So yeah, how do I wrap my mind around this energy healing? How do I come see you?
Well, on the surface level, Reiki is, or just at the basic level, I should say, Reiki is designed to reduce stress and help with relaxation. So even if you are up in the church or doing whatever, if you're just like, okay, I'm stressed, you might want to think about Reiki, or just to have that moment, or, just to relax. Reiki might, be something that you're interested in. On a deeper level, it can address those energetic blockages that are preventing you from maybe living the life that you want to lead. Before I address that, I will say in a Reiki session, although I'm touching you, you're fully clothed. It's not a massage. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, is it a massage?" No. It's just a gentle touch over those chakra points. And when we go a little bit deeper and we're unblocking that stuff, prime example, I had a sister. She's actually a Reiki master. She wanted to take her business to the next level, but she knew that there was just something there that was preventing her. So what we actually did a package. We did a 4-week package. And it was more like a coaching, because I incorporated the Reiki, but it was in addition, we talked through what she was going through. And then I gave her different exercises to do to help with that. So we did this once a week for 4 weeks. And then in that 4th week, in like a matter of 3 or 4 days, I'm sorry, my dog is barking in the background. She generated like 2,500 in that 1 week.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were able to help her remove a blockage
yes.
that was kind of trapped.
I'm sorry. Let me get 1 second.
Okay. You going to do Reiki on her? I'm scared.
Throat chakra close.
Hey, we are talking with Courtney Smith, and she is grabbing her canine, her dog, at this very moment.
But you talked about touch earlier, and you touched the dog, and he was cool. I don't know if she's a he or she.
What's your dog's name?
Cujo. This is Cujo.
Oh, sit, Cujo.
Good dog.
So, all right. So now we got Cujo in the interview.
Cujo.
Yes, Cujo was in the mix.
Yeah. So, okay. So reduce stress, remove blockages, raise your frequency, or level your frequency out. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. So all of these
can do physical stuff as well.
Got you. So what type of physical things?
Cujo, just please cooperate. Thank you. I had a client who, we didn't even address this in the session, and that's what I love about Reiki. The energy goes where it's needed. I saw her on December 30th, and then maybe about a week or so later, she sent me a text, and she was just like, "I'm so amazed at the session." I was like, "Well, what happened?" She had a tumor in her jaw for years. And it had gotten. You're on. Oh, right. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Cujo is our little child, so it's a lot with him. But the tumor had gone down to where it had been like 4 years ago. And during her session, we had never even talked. Like, maybe we mentioned a little bit about the tumor, but there was so much else going on within that session. That was not our primary focus point. But to have her text me days later after the session where the tumor had gone down, I was just like, oh my goodness. I am always, I know the power of Reiki, but then when I get those testimonials and that feedback from my clients, I am reminded of the power of Reiki.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Okay, the power of Reiki, because this is definitely, and I know a few practitioners that are out there and they do great work. I think it's something that is being uncovered, or something that is slowly making its way through the consciousness of the people. You know what I mean? And really appreciate the work that you do. So I have a question, and I've been asking this question. So what appeared to me when I first started learning about Reiki, and you all get this if you make some comments. For those of you out there, we see Brother Tucker's out there. We got two out there. We got Sister Cook. We got Jasmika out there. I thought she was out there. Saw her because she's a Reiki healer as well.
Yeah.
But so I started, and I do this with things that seem that don't kind of mesh with what I grew up with. I try to find instances for it in the real world, right? And so here's what hit me, and I know you've got some feedback on it, because I definitely want to talk about the Jesus piece, and I think maybe you even have some info on that. But it made me realize that Reiki they simplified it in the Karate Kid. That's what Mr. Miyagi did to Daniel in the locker room when they swept his leg and they were like, Daniel's down, and then the guy runs back and he's like, LaRusso's gonna fight.
Right.
And you see Mr. Miyagi do the famous this, and then he begins to summon the energy into his hands.
I was about to say that,
And so it really occurred to me that was a real world kind of simplistic media version of Reiki. Right. And then the other piece is when you read the scriptures, or you read the ancient Hebrew text, it talks about, at some points, and other than just Jesus, but it talks about people being able to use their hands to heal.
Absolutely.
So Courtney, talk to us a little bit about that. What do you say about this ancient art in places like the Bible, the Quran, even in South American traditions with the Olmec and the Aztec? They talk about being able to use their hands.
You showed off. Say that again. You said the Bible, and then what'd you say after that?
I said in the Quran.
Okay.
And
you better.
And even in the ancient Olmec and Aztec civilizations, they talk about the healing of hands. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, I'm going to share a quote, and this is a quote that it's from my Reiki manual, because you just touched upon, like, it was perfect, your segue into it. It says Reiki is a Japanese word that means universal life force. It is the energy all around us, literally the life force of the universe. Reiki is all we can see and all we cannot see. God, Creator, Muhammad, Buddha, Christ, the light, the Great Spirit. Whatever it is you have a belief in, this is Reiki.
Wow, that's powerful.
And Crystal Rose says, it sounds like a good first date to me. Getting Reiki healing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love this conversation. As we begin to wrap up, we've got a few minutes before we go to the break. First of all, Courtney, let me just say that I think it takes great fortitude, and it takes great energy, no pun intended, to come on and talk to and begin to familiarize the community with methods of healing that aren't necessarily mainstream, if I could put it that way.
Yeah.
So I really want to say I appreciate you for coming on the show. But in practical terms, explain to people how they can get in touch with you and how they can find you.
Yeah, they can find me. For people on Instagram, you can reach me. I am Courtney G, M-E, Courtney spelled the traditional way, and then the letter G. On Facebook, I have a public page, which is Courtney G. Smith. And then if you aren't on social media, you can find me on my website, which is just CourtneyGSmith.com. And I just want to say for anyone who is interested, I actually have I'm teaching Reiki in the month of February. So if it seems like something that you would be interested in, hit me up so I can get you in a class, because overall, my goal is to produce as many women in our community as Reiki practitioners so that they can begin to start just healing the community, because our community has to heal.
Yeah. And we need some brothers to get into it.
Yes.
I won't say many, but all of the practitioners I know are sisters.
I know two brothers.
You know a couple of brothers? Okay.
A couple of brothers,
well, I know one brother that's like Reiki level 2 certified. He doesn't practice, but all of the sisters I know actually practice. And so I think that it's something that we need, the brothers and the sisters, right? The balancing of the energy. I think that we really need to get the word out. And the community does need healing, right? And there are blockages everywhere, and there's trauma. There's trauma by the pound.
Yes.
By the pound. Yeah, by the ton. Yeah, I definitely believe that stress is sometimes the catalyst for other diseases that we have that'll take you over the edge. And, it seems as though Reiki could be something that can really help to eliminate that stress. You talked about the fact that you were carrying, this stress on your shoulders, and you normalized it.
Right.
And I think that's a big issue in our community, period. We're just so used to being in a stress state that, we just carry this all the time, and then we wonder why we end up being sick. And, and horribly sick, once we start to just reach our 40s.
Yeah, it's crazy because we built up all this energy. And then I truly believe that healing is holistic. It's not just what you eat.
Yeah.
It's your thoughts. It's and I think Reiki is an awesome way, like you said, at the base level, stress reduction, right? And then this whole point of removing blockages and dealing with physical issues.
Yeah.
I think it's part of what we need to do to begin to unravel. We talk about having a therapist and counseling, right? Get you a Reiki session.
Yes.
If you're out there, contact Courtney, inbox her, just let her know, or just thinking about it. And I want to get later on, we'll move more into those conversations as the months go on, because growing up, I had no idea. Closest thing I came to Reiki was a deacon laying hands on somebody.
Yeah.
And
I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say anything.
So we'll
yeah,
leave.
It's too easy.
We'll leave that right there. The deacon laying hands on somebody?
Listen.
Yeah.
Too easy. Stop kicking open the door, Sadeek.
Okay. All right. Well, it wasn't me.
Courtney, you have been amazing. This has been some really great information, and our audience really appreciates it as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, Courtney. So everybody, look up Courtney. We thank you, Courtney, again for being on the green side of things. We're going to take a break, but we need you to like, share, and comment on the broadcast. We're moving into our last half hour. We're gonna talk about green business.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about healthy
financials.
Okay, a little bit when we come back. So stay with us. Let everybody know that you're watching the green side of things. We just got through talking with Courtney Smith. She is a Reiki master, energy healer, and dope sister from Chicago. All right, so you're on the green side of things with Sadeek
and Cassiopeia.
We'll see you when we get back from break.
WIFTVPM. Hey Chicago, it's Dawn Millhouse from the Book of Dawn. There's a lot of fake news about the COVID vaccine, just false information. So our station has joined the Protect Chicago team to help share the truth about the vaccine and dispel the rumors. I hear all the time, I've already had COVID. I don't need the vaccine. You're wrong. Get the facts by visiting the What's in It for the Black People Media page on Facebook and www.chicago.gov/COVIDVax. That's COVIDVAX. We're in this together, Chicago.
Jackson. If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Juke-a-thon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that? Yeah. I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Well, every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work. Right.
You're cool.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
We wake up every day to these tests as we strive to be great, and they keep coming, but we gotta persevere, y'all. Yeah, thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one do you have? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Which one do you have? Thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one do you have? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Every minute I fight with lethargy, striving to be godly, with an intelligence quotient exceeding numerology. Scholar body honorary, school of prophet alum, anthropomorphized lessons so I could become the heartbeat of righteousness. An everyday fight to pump the blood of kings, breathe the breath of life, moving up like Confederates in Yankee territories in the 17th century. But it's a thin line between divinity and iniquity. Mason Dixon hitting and complacent decisions, division between symptoms of a phenom and a psychopath, gifted and asinine. I want to erase that vertical line on an incline that divides them. Climbing out this box in my mind, it's like having altitude sickness on alpine expedition. Genius vision never fixed in on the depth below. Focus on elevation where others never dare to go. And brainiacs ain't contained in that receptacle. Incredible creative energy becomes perceptible. The cerebral can be an evil alter ego or true pal, and you shall become legendary and futile. Development of a god. I sleep between dates on the calendar. Can't escape a date with a challenger. Now that's a blind date in the field division, but my other senses reveal I'm winning. Yeah. The thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one do you have? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Which one do you have? Thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one do you have? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Which one do you have?
Yeah,
First victories
thin
are
line.
eternal, then
Hey,
shelter by
between
tissue
being
and
a master and a captive.
Okay.
Which one you have to?
Wow.
It's a thin line.
Yeah,
I love
it
that
is.
song. Shout out to my man Elia Reed.
Yeah,
From the
shout
Chi,
out,
original
shout out.
Chi-Town music. So I gotta say this though. I love the conversation. I really want you all to share the broadcast, because like Reiki is real, energy healing is real, and we've got some real healing to do in the community. We're gonna talk more about it, but shout out to Courtney. And,
Absolutely.
really appreciate you. So who's this dope sister we got?
Yes, well,
What's happening?
you already know we was coming off of J13 last week.
Oh, here we go.
You know
it's another Delta.
You know.
Wow.
Shout out. Is Tina, you there? You look like you're frozen.
She either good at the poker face or she froze. I think she froze, G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is my amazing and beautiful Sora, Tanisha Gutierrez of TNT Financial
I love
Solutions. And so, of course, we were just coming off talking about, energy and health. And Courtney mentioned your root chakra.
Your root chakra.
Being
That
the
too.
foundation where everything is stable.
Right.
And like when things, and when you're secure. So
Right.
if you got some whatever, if you're insecure with your relationship, if you're insecure with your finances,
right, it takes a toll.
It's going to, affect your chakras. And TNT Financial is here to ensure that you are financially healthy.
I love it. Yeah. So this is the green business segment.
Yes, this is the green business
brought to you by
theblackmall.com.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Theblackmall.com.
Yeah, I
and
love
that's
it.
theblackmall.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did she unfreeze?
She hasn't tried to resend the links. I'm going to go ahead and resend the link to my good soror. Again, she says but the screen says waiting for others to join.
Or at least tell her to log out and try to log back in.
Would that be on our end, Ron? Because I could probably take her out of here.
Yeah, so while Cassie does that, how's everybody doing? Like, I really, really enjoyed the conversation. And I saw Ron nodding his head a few times because this information, Ron, is new. Had you ever heard of Reiki before?
Honestly, today was my first time hearing that word.
See what I mean?
I knew about the chakra points. I've heard the chakra points, but I didn't know about Reiki.
You didn't know about. So what's your honest opinion after hearing her story and a little bit about it? What do you think about Reiki?
I've always believed in like universal energy. I do believe like energy is real, and I believe in like what you put into the universe, you get back. So I do believe to some point, like if you can pray. And if you can, I do believe energy is transferable. So I do believe you can give and take energy.
I mean, it's science. We learned that in physics. That energy is never
energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be
created.
Yeah, it can only be
moved around.
Right.
Period.
Transferred, transformed, transmuted.
That's it. I mean, even when you see like magnets, right? Sometimes if they're like opposites, then you'll see it'll be that force that you'll try to push them together and you can't. So there's something there. So anything that's going on in the body, in the universe, in the environment is just energy. They're actual little atoms, I would imagine, that we can move around when we learn how to do it.
And I think that's part of what we read when we be like, did Moses really do that? Or did Hannibal really, take all these men and ride through the Alps? And you know what I mean? Did Shaka Zulu, did Jesus do this? Did Muhammad really? So I think when we start asking those questions, I think it's because we have not really gotten back to the mastery of the elements.
Yeah. And we've misused this word called magic. Right. Because we think magic is something that just
entertainment,
and something that appears and there's no explanation.
Right.
But that's not really what magic is. I think magic comes from the root word magi, and which I think means just to be able.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So I just know something as a magician that you don't.
Right. But it's very practical.
It's very practical.
It's very practical.
And yeah, I know how to do something and it appears to your eye as like a miraculous event, but really it's just, I know how to move these energies around. I know how to move whatever around to make it seem like something
happened.
Yes.
Miraculous, right? Magical. Yeah. And I actually think it's part of the freedom formula. I think we do a lot of talking about economics, politics. I believe that it's tied into the mainstream culture making us afraid of energy by equating it with terms like voodoo.
Or even crazy, the word crazy.
Yeah. Or black magic or witches. So I think that all of those things cause hesitancy, right? With the healing arts, energy arts, I think all of those things become a stretch for us. Like as a child growing up, it was never, again, and I was actually being serious. I know they make fun, but growing up in the church, right, there's this, and they didn't do it at my church, right? You had to go to we had, you go somewhere else and people would lay hands on people. And that was the extent of experience to maybe some type of energetic type of, and then at that point, people weren't really taking it seriously.
Right.
And then you see the guy on the TV that's like throwing somebody over 3 people.
Yeah.
And it
You're
becomes right. And it leads to these movies where there's somebody behind the curtain with like, Sandra and C3F. And you know what I mean? It's all like a gimmick or a trick. And I think that modern society has made us afraid of something that's very scientific, and very ancient, and very melanated.
And
very melanated.
Because I feel like I've thought things into existence from time to time.
Absolutely.
Like it'd be time where like I go to the store and I be thinking in my head, it'd be crazy if I saw this person and I go to the and it happened. Like it'd be crazy if I saw my ex, one of my exes stay near me, and I was going to the corner store one day. Like it'd be funny if I pulled in the parking lot and she was coming out, and it happened. Or I'd be in.
That's not that crazy, bro.
Listen,
she was.
But listen, or it'd be something like I'd be in the car.
She's stalking you,
and
you don't know.
It'd be in the car, and I'd be listening to some music, and I'd be like, it'd be like a song like I want in my head that I want to play next. Like it'd be crazy if this song came on next. Or
my soror is on here too.
Hey, let's get to the soror.
Nope, I ain't going. He just tried to just
congratulations
on
Founders Day. Let's move on. We want to get to this financial health.
And he out
it
here,
wasn't that crazy.
He wanted to manifest his ass.
Hey, Soror.
I know he did. Right, everybody in there was like, hey.
All right, I digress. Let me bring this attention back to my beautiful soror, Tanisha Gutierrez of TNT Financial.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. Of course. You are very vital to this process today. Especially we're talking about health, but, having your finances in order is a part of your health.
It's literally the green side.
That's literally.
It really is.
Literally.
It really is.
The green side.
Show me this green side. So, tell us, how do you kind of help keep people's, financial health in order?
Well, you know what? This is a really hard thing to do, actually, because in order to help somebody to keep their finances in good health, they actually have to listen to you, and they have to actually implement the strategies that you give them. And, that's really hard with people, because literally people want to do what they want to do with their money. And even though you tell them, these are the things that you need to do, this is going to help get you on track, they have to want to do it. Okay. They know that everything that you're telling them is right. But if they have a problem with money, then they're not going to be able to follow your guidelines or your strategies. But some of the things that I do is, first of all, I'm a tax preparer. I've been preparing taxes for over 19 years. So I definitely help keep people in line with the IRS.
Yeah.
I also help people with business planning, helping our people, to start businesses the right way. Everybody wants to start a business.
I love that.
Everybody has started some type of business. If people started businesses without even planning to, or realizing. And I just help people to make sure that they're doing that in the right way, like that they have all of the steps in order to actually be running a business the right way.
Yeah. That's really important. Coming out of the gate with your, having your business prepared correctly, set up, the structure set up correctly so that you can file taxes in the correct way is going to be a world of help for your business and for its success.
Yes, ma'am.
We had to, the Black Mall, we are great social entrepreneurs, champions for our people, but we, didn't have those things tight. And so it made us have to struggle a little bit and actually fall upside down in the revenue piece, in our revenue. And now though, we're completely opposite, where we're able to kind of nice and coast, because these grants keep coming in because our taxes are in order.
No coasting.
That's right. That's right. It's definitely important.
Yeah. How can someone, right? So I'm a little late to the party. I watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I just started catching up on Real Housewives of Potomac. So I'm not sure if you're familiar, but
I'm familiar, but I don't watch those shows.
Okay.
Yeah, me either. So go
okay,
ahead.
I know. I'm working in my lower chakra watching that, but it's okay. It's funny. That's my balance in life. But there is a sister on there, and she got hit with $90,000 that's owed to the IRS. How can and not to say that it's impossible, but how does a person or a business kind of get to that particular place to be able to have to owe 90 grand in taxes?
Wow, that's crazy. I think one of the ways is that, like I said, not having things in order from the very start. Okay, I can imagine that they did not have good bookkeeping. I can imagine that they were not aware on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis about what was coming in, what was going out. They did not have a handle on those things. So, and they probably weren't even filing. A lot of times, filing taxes is so overwhelming for people that they just put it off and put it off and put it off. And then they file when the IRS sends them that letter. I've had people who have come to me with 5 to 7 years of tax returns that needed to be filed.
Oh, God.
Right away. Like, the IRS sent me this letter. They said I had to have this done by this day, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, whoa, calm down, hold on.
Yeah.
And so they find themselves in that position where they're owing all of this money. And then sometimes they find themselves in a position where they're getting money back. But I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but you can only get a refund up to 3 years, up to 3 past years. Like, anything over 3 years, you have forfeited that refund.
No.
That's crazy. They keep your money. Sounds about right.
Yeah. I have clients who have forfeited thousands of dollars
only because
they didn't know. They assume, people love to assume that they owe based on their, based on whatever it is that they're doing. A lot of times they're wrong about that. A lot of times people file their taxes themselves and they have no idea what they're doing.
Y'all, you got to file.
Listen, Pastor, unless you're doing that 1040 easy and you 19 years old, stop it.
Exactly.
Stop
There comes a point in your financial life where you have to get a professional on the job.
Listen, you
even
got
if
to.
that professional is only confirming what you think that you know that you did correctly.
Nice. That's really good. That's good information. Because
Mm-hmm.
and the thing is, you can end up losing so much more money because you're trying to penny pinch and do it yourself and save that couple of $100 for a good professional to come and do it. But you all can identify something where you could have said, man, you could have made some money off of them teardrops. You cried a lot last year. You could have.
It's worth it.
It is definitely worth it. You can end up, while you're trying to save a couple of hundred, you could have missed out on a couple of thousand, right?
Or
That's
more.
right.
Yeah. So do you all do bookkeeping as well?
We do. We do offer bookkeeping. And for those people, for people like who have, everybody doesn't necessarily need a bookkeeper. So for even smaller businesses or, when they're not bringing in, hundreds of thousands of dollars, we give them strategies and help them. We recommend a few apps or different things that they can do in order to keep things in line. It's really not that hard. But there comes a point in time where a business does need a bookkeeper. And so we offer those services too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So my good soror, can you give us your website again so we can put that into the chat and everybody can start utilizing your services?
Yes, ma'am. TNTTaxServices.com. TNTTaxServices.com.
And if they mention the Black Mall, they get $50 off, right?
Yes, ma'am. They get $50 off. That's right.
Nice.
Right.
So please,
We
please
specialize
go.
in businesses and corporate taxes as well. So we want people to know that whatever you need, we have it. We can definitely, and if we don't have it, we have partners that we can recommend for you to get that business taken care of. It's a part of us just trying to help our community to build themselves up and to be solid because, businesses start up every day, but businesses also die every day.
Woo, come on. Come on.
That's
So
true.
stay alive with TNT Financial. Visit their website, tnttaxservices.com. Make sure you mention the Black Mall to get $50 off. Mention the green side.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us, Tina.
Thank you guys for having me.
It was
I love
wonderful. It was wonderful. And we're gonna have some people contact you. We need that
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
We got people
Yes,
in the
sir.
we got people in the comments saying she talking about me.
Yes.
I hope you don't owe 90 grand, but
Man, please.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
All right.
Tina.
Thank you guys. Have a great rest of the day.
You
All right,
too.
you too. Peace.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cassiopeia.
Yes.
You're working the board. So we switched
working
up
the
for
board.
2021. Cassie's
Yes.
working the boards.
Yes, I'm working the boards now.
Yeah, it takes a little bit, right?
So that you can, go ahead and
just
keep
switch
your
it
mind
up.
free and all of that.
Absolutely. I
Sadeek could be
appreciate that.
like, and next on the green side, click, move person here.
No,
Add
but,
it. No, I'm just
but
playing with
obviously, you see how it go around? You see that? But man, it's fabulous. Great show today. I'm really enjoying the whole piece. Financial health, right? Energy healing. Like these are the things. This is what we're here for. Like, yeah, we
This is
appreciate you
awesome.
all. No doubt.
Yeah,
And she was
yeah.
in there. That was good.
Yeah,
Let's do
she
this.
cold with it.
We want to make sure we get our live reads in. We know we're doing this before the hour. Hey, Chicago. We've all been impacted by COVID, especially our communities. Help protect Chicago. We need everyone to stay safe and get the facts about the COVID-19 vaccine. Visit the What's in It for the Black People media page and chicago.gov COVID fact. Acts for the facts. And that's COVID VAXFORTHFACTS. Yeah, Chicago. Check it out. Everybody's trying to get this info out.
Yeah.
All right, because it's real out there. You got to stay safe. You got to protect yourself. We talked about that a little earlier in the broadcast. So, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Chicago, Atlanta, LA, because we worldwide.
Yeah.
And what's in it for the Black People Media? We're across the planet.
Global.
There's people listening to us right now on the continent, South America, a couple people in Japan.
I just want to know when we're going to be able to go to to Andromeda.
Where that is?
It's another galaxy.
Oh, I got it. Well,
Because
maybe
now everybody worldwide. We global and stuff.
We global.
I need to go further than that.
You got to go further than global.
Galactical. We're galactical.
Is that a word? That's one of them Whitney Young words.
Is it? Is that a word, Ryan? It sounds good.
Galactical.
It sounds great.
It does, doesn't it? It's gonna be people saying that tonight. Like I'm galactical. Blue lockers. Orange house.
You know what? You so crazy, right? If you don't know,
Galactical house.
At Whitney Young, we had 4 lunchrooms and 4 locker areas, and each lunchroom was designated by a different color. And so it became a thing.
Orange house.
I'm in orange house. I'm in blue house. You green and gold. Don't nobody go up to green and gold. Everywhere, all the cool people is in blue and orange. So
I wouldn't have any idea.
What you definitely have an idea because you was the one that brought it up.
I wouldn't know who was in there because I was in school.
Whatever. You was traveling. Y'all is down the street coming over there trying to see all the girls.
No, not really. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. Now that you put it that way.
Everybody traveled to Whitney Young for the girls.
I'm not even gonna do my classmates and the sisters from Ignatius like that. They kept our attention pretty well.
Oh,
down
that's
the street.
nice.
Absolutely. So we didn't really have to travel to Whitney Young like that.
Have to, but
we did occasionally.
and right,
You know, every now and then.
It's two different things.
Every now and then. So as we come to a close, I just want to tell everybody I really appreciate you hanging out with us on the green side of things. We got on. Did you see our screen, Cassie?
I do. I've been looking at it all
You know
day.
how the station hooked us up?
Yeah, we look amazing.
You know, the awesome programming.
Yeah,
you know,
the
this
green
new programming for the year.
Mm-hmm.
We got I Said What I Said coming after this. You know, kick it off every morning with the Mace Jackson show, and it's all kinds of Tennille moved from the weekend, and she's got 2 shows during the week. Yeah. She's got Minding Your Own Black Business, How to Parent in a Pandemic, the Torre Mohammed show.
I know. I can't wait. I'm so excited for Tori. That's my
crazy.
boy.
That's
my
my
homie.
boy. Yeah, absolutely. What's up? And he was in the room earlier.
Yes, he was.
Laughing. I don't know what he was laughing at. Torre, it hurt my heart. It was hard to come back after that. Absolutely. So, Cassie, what's coming up? So, tell us about we come back with Culture Clash tonight too, right?
Yes, Culture Clash
You see that?
tonight.
You see that?
Look
See
at
your
you.
boy be on
you
there.
Awesome. You know what everybody was saying about you.
Part of it is true. maybe just a little bit.
Regardless, you all right with me.
That sounds like one of my lines.
Yeah. I've been around you a little too long.
I know, right? It rubs off. No matter what they say about you, Cassiopeia, me and you, we all good. I don't care what Dre say. And then you bring up somebody close. I don't care what your mama say about you.
All right.
Tight, right? That's like when we was out there hanging out for the football game, and your father was around, right? Yeah, that was nice. Didn't nobody pay attention to how he really feel about you? You our guy. We rock with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We don't listen to them comments. We don't care how people really feel about Herb.
Yeah.
But we know they got a blockbuster show, right? Send up the deck. They got to come in the studio anyway, right?
You know, nobody care.
Don't nobody care.
You know, sometimes, know.
Hey, every now and then.
Hey.
So listen, everybody, we really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to the green side of things. You got I Said What I Said coming in right behind us. We got two great guys. Matter of fact, we ended the year like kind of, that was crazy. Do you remember that day?
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
But
We was
acting a fool. You know
man,
what I'm saying?
sometimes you just got to let the steam blow off.
Yeah, man. Listen, we was transitioning. 2020 was rough for a lot of people. So.
2021, everybody, it's funny because people are like, I don't, did it change? A lot of people are like, it's still 20. This is like the 13th month of 2020.
We look at the changing of years like it's a
magical
switch.
Thing, right?
Yeah, okay, everything's gonna be different and better instantly.
It don't happen like that.
No,
need to get your chakras cleared.
Yeah,
That's what you need to do. You gotta do some work. You gotta do the work. So Sadeek, Cassiopeia, it's the green side of things. Check us out on Thursday. What's in it for the Black People Media? We love you all. We'll see you soon.
Mwah.
Peace.
WIFTV PM.